Like, I genuinely have a true hatred for Clash Royale. There's no other game on this planet, by the way, that makes me as tilted. A- Angry is an understatement. Wrathful. Wrathful. The word wrathful can't even begin to describe the amount of rage I feel while playing this game. New season, so I have to go back all the way up to 15k trophies, even though I hit it last season. Re-unlocked ranked because I hit it at the end of the season. I didn't play ranked. I hate this game. Um, every single time I play it, and I lose to recruits. If you use recruits, you're gay. But gay is an understatement. I can't even say the word I want to say on YouTube. Actually, I probably can, but guess what? I'm gonna stay calm and I'm not gonna say it. Okay. If you use Mega Knight, you're fine. I don't have an issue with you anymore. Recruits 2.6. Don't get me started on log bait. If you play log bait, there is oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, if you play log bait, I wish nothing but the worst for you. A pillow being hot on both sides isn't enough to torment you. You need more. Anyways, let's get into today. This is a 2-minute rant on how much I hate Clash Royale. But I can't stop playing it, so every single time I go against those, log bait and whatnot, it makes me want to spend $200 on a game and just max every card out, even though it'd probably take like 10 grand, 15 grand to max every card out. Holy Evo credit card. Anyways, I didn't end up going short today. Let me break down why I didn't end up going short, why I knew we were going to go short, and everything of the sort. So going into market open, this is how it looked. This is what price action was doing. However, I wrote short. I literally just wrote short, even though we were displacing to the upside, because I immediately knew we had the highest probability in order to go short. But what was I looking for before trying to go short? I wanted to see all-time highs get SMT'd off of. We didn't end up doing that. We formed some janky SMT that looked like this. Really mid probability SMT. Nothing I was willing to put risk on the table for. I was like, regardless of what happens, bro, I'm not trying to take a mid setup and still have the probability of, if we get stopped out, this is something I have to journal. Like, really, even after all the reviewing we've done, I said I'd rather sit it out, journal it, just watch, and then take a low probability setup. And this was, I was taking these screenshots real time, so it wasn't. I am fortunate that I don't have hindsight bias. I'm like, well, I could have taken this. I would have taken this. I'm so glad I have the images to back up my claims. Anyways, this would have been the setup. I was like, no, it would have been 1-on-1. Still fine setup. Could have targeted lower. 1-on-1 would have been first draw. Probably would have been like 1-2. But I was like, bro, I'm not trying to trade this, bro. Like, unless we come back up and take out these highs, I'm not trying to trade this. And it's already 10 a.m. Most likely, this is the move of the day. And guess what happened? 250-point drop, 260-point drop. So yeah, that's what ended up happening today. How did I formulate my bearish bias, if you want to call it? Both ES and NQ ended up taking out these highs. Once taking out these highs, well, shoot, we had no more liquidity in order to target. And going into market open, we only had this external draw. However, we had Asia lows, London lows, all of this resting low resistance liquidity down here. So I just figured, shoot, we have so much low resistance liquidity. We gotta target it before continuing higher. If we continue higher, right? Or like, I was like, not right, but like, higher probability if we look to target that no, rather than just all-time high. And price ended up doing just that. I'm glad I didn't take a trade within this consolidation, regardless of whether or not it would have won. This is just horrid. Um, Even if I would have taken the setup, price still, even during this reversal, I would have been doubting the fact that I even took the trade. I would have been like, I know I shouldn't have taken this trade, low probability trade. I would have had zero confidence on the reason on why this should continue to hold rather than that horribly mid SMT. And yeah, completely fine not having taken this trade. Now some people would be like, oh, it's Tuesday, you haven't traded all week so far, bro. It's Tuesday. And last week I got 4 setups anyways. If last week's, let's say in theory, let's say last week I would have won all 4 trades, bro, I would be completely fine not trading for an entire week. If I made bans last week, I'd be fine. And plus, got some more accounts. So what I'm thinking is, in order to pass those evals quicker, just usually I do like around like a 20% risk per trade. Probably just gonna increase to like 35, 40. Um, you know, when there's frequent trade setups, I like to lower the risk, like to 20%, so it gives me a little bit of room for the evals. But when there's not as many frequent trades, obviously it's only Tuesday. Who knows? We may get a setup tomorrow. We'll see. But if there isn't, then I like to gradually increase risk just so it speeds up the process. So I'm not like wasting so many trade opportunities trading evals. Even though they are good trades, I'd rather make money with those trades than just pass evals. But yeah, no trades today. That's today's thing, and I am going to go back to playing Clash Royale because I was already playing it 2 hours before this. Now I'm gonna play it again. I hate this game so bad, bro. Genuinely the worst game of all time. Like, hate can't even.